Today we're going to be talking about heel strike. This is when the heel first hits the ground. At heel strike, we have the ankle dorsiflex by the anterior tib and isometric contraction innervated by the deep peroneal. At the knee, we have flexion of the quads. It's an eccentric contraction innervated by the femoral nerve. At the hip, we have flexion by the glute max, an isometric contraction innervated by the inferior gluteal nerve. After heel strike, we have foot flat. That is when your foot comes into full contact with the ground. At the ankle, you're in plantar flexion with the anterior tib and eccentric contraction innervated by the deep peroneal nerve. At the knee, you're in flexion with the quads at eccentric contraction innervated by the femoral nerve. At the hip, we have flexion at the glute max with concentric contraction innervated by the inferior gluteal nerve. Okay, we are now moving into mid stance with the gait cycle. This is when your body's weight is directed.
Yeah, I'm trying. That's what I'm like
At the ankle, we
glitching
have
out on right now. Like I'm like,
struck in the
I want to
soleus
like
and
turn it towards me,
eccentric
talk to me, and
contraction
then turn it towards
innervated by
you.
the tibial nerve. At the knee, there is no muscle contraction, but at the hip, we have extension at the glute max.
All right.
And concentric contraction
You know what?
innervated by the inferior
Let's start here.
gluteal nerve.
All right.
The glute med is isometric contraction.
So I'm gonna do like welcome to the heel strike video.
We are now going to analyze the fourth step in the gait cycle, and this is heel off. And this is when your ankle comes off the ground. At your ankle, you have plantar flexion with your gastric and concentric contraction innervated by the tibial nerve. At the knee, we have no muscle contraction, and at the hip, we have extension of the hip with the iliopsoas and eccentric contraction innervated by the femoral nerve. Okay, we are now at the fifth event of the gait cycle, which is toe off. At the ankle, we have plantar flexion with the gastric muscle and concentric contraction innervated by the tibial nerve. At the knee, we have no muscle contraction. And at the hip, we are currently in extension with the iliopsoas moving us into concentric contraction at the femoral nerve, with the femoral nerve.